All right, about 12 minutes gone past 4. You are listening to Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigeria Info. So today, on the 4 o'clock hour segment, I'd like us to look at the situation of things politically in Rivers State. I am Kalada Korubasibo. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. And joining me to have this conversation for development is the Publicity Secretary of the APC in Rivers State, led by Emeka Bekee, and we would have the conversation like I advertised earlier from the aspect of the politique in the APC in Rivers State and how it would affect, of course, the leadership battle or the political battle in the state. Now, you would recall not too long ago, over the weekend, by the way, Tony Okocha, who's also of the APC and, is described as a factional leader of the APC in Rivers State, did a press briefing where he said that he had gone to court to petition the court from asking relevant institutions, financial institutions, from, withholding allocation meant for the 23 local government areas in the state. Now, there is going to be a Congress in Rivers State for the APC next month. I wonder how all of this will affect the politicking in the state once again. So joining me is Darlington Nwauju. Greetings to you and welcome on the show.
Good afternoon, Kalada, man of the people.
I greet you.
Good afternoon, Rivers people.
All right, so my first question is, how are you reacting to the current judgment asking the CBN to withhold allocation to Rivers State? Let's start from there. Everybody's reacting to that, but let's get your reaction.
Okay, I think I issued a statement on behalf of the party 2 days ago, and that statement was quite detailed. Now, given the fact that some of the dramatic personnel who are going about the place, disturbing the progress of Rivers State, if you permit me to say so, are persons who, to my mind and to the best of my knowledge, and with what the court has said so far, are mere impostors. And so I think that reaction, I forwarded it to you. I did forward it to you.
Okay.
I think that reaction that I put out aptly captures the mood and the essence of being a true Rivers man. Now, let me say this. Beyond the realms of politics and beyond the political permutations and political shenanigans, we are first of all Rivers people created by just one God. And so we must understand that there are boundaries to politics and politicking. And so the moment our governorship candidate for 2023, Pastor Architect Onyeko, accepted the outcome of the Supreme Court judgment and congratulated the sitting governor, then we threw our hands up in the air like Pontius Pilate, and we are ready to offer very
sorry. It seems the network. You said you're offering very credible. I can't hear you. Sorry, so we lost connection for a bit. So you said you are offering. What are you offering to Rivers people? Can you repeat that?
Hello,
I can hear you. But
I said the moment the Supreme Court decided on the matter brought before it by our governorship candidate, attended and congratulated the governor. And so there is no way afterwards, as a political party, that we can now begin to constitute ourselves into as cogs in the wheel of progress of our state, Rivers State, because the state is bigger than each and every one of us. Now, what you see playing out is purely vendetta. Is purely somebody trying to, allow himself to be used as cannon fodder to settle political scores. And so we have repeatedly said that you cannot use the APC platform, and we would not allow it.
Okay.
That you use the platform of the APC to settle the scores of somebody who is completely outside of the fold of the APC.
Okay.
And so if we find this, we would not subscribe to people using the platform of APC to do all manner of trade by barter.
Okay. Now, thank you very much. And I think you've just laid a foundation for our conversation, and I do appreciate that, even though the network is off and on, unstable, so to say. However, if you're saying the APC will not be a platform for the trading by barter, as you have said it, for the interest of one man, what do you make of the congresses that will come up on November the 16th? Because there is the argument that there is the Emeka Beke faction, there is the Tony Okocha faction, and so the APC is somewhat divided. And although there is a division, that there is the part of the APC that is, supporting the governor while playing the position. Now, I don't know how that sounds, but yeah, like you've described it, you're a credible opposition, not a platform to fight a political battle. So if that is the case, when there is the Congress, would all of that not dissipate? Would it not maybe tend towards, the opposition opposing the success of the current government?
Now, Kalada, let me correct an impression.
Okay.
Saying that there is a part of it for the state. It's not possible. What I see is that this responsible organization and entity will stand with the people of Rivers State to ensure that there is progress and development of the state. That is the major interest, the core interest. And so that what you see playing at the fact that those of us who are not prepared to sell out the platform of the APC so that one man could use the platform of our party in order to get at the governor of the state to settle their political scores. We are saying that we would not allow our party platform to be used for such a vendetta.
But I understand.
And so
I understand
let me
you're
also
not.
Say this to you.
Sorry, before you go ahead, I want to happen this point you've just made. I understand that you're not. What's the word now? Cheering for the governor. You're not a cheerleader for the governor or the River State government. However, we've seen, for instance, Emeka Beke attending certain events, just like the one I held yesterday by the River State government. So when we say support, we're not necessarily saying that you are hands in gloves politically with the governor, but there is some level of support you give. Am I wrong or am I right?
Let me say this. If Emeka Beke chooses to attend a Thanksgiving service organized by the River State government, how does that amount to handing over or support that? You see, let me tell you, those who are in the habit of pointing accusing fingers at others are in fact the chief culprits of what they're accusing others about.
Okay.
So I think clearly that we must have to draw the lines. Because, like I said, I've said two things very, very prominently. Number one, that the party platform cannot be used as cannon fodder in order to settle one man's political shenanigans. Secondly, the platform also cannot be a fan base for the governor of Rivers State. Mm-hmm. So these lines are very, very clear, and they are irreducible minimums. Now, coming to the question of congresses in Rivers State, you already are aware that there is a standing judgment by Justice Sika Aproko of the State High Court, which clearly reinforced, underlined, highlighted, and reinvigorated the executive committee of the APC in Rivers State. Now, there is no order of a higher court that has vitiated or voided or nullified or set aside, as if you like, that judgment of Justice Sika Aproko. Now, any other thing that anybody anywhere is trying to do will amount to setting himself or herself or the institution, as it were, against the laws of the land. Now, I have heard severally, and Rivers people have been inundated with all sorts of stories about people who disobey court orders, people who should respect court orders and all that. People have competed it so much in Rivers State, and it has dotted our political landscape, and the airwaves have been bamboozled with all sorts. Now, it is very clear that until a higher court pronounces otherwise, that the judgment delivered on August the 12th this year by Justice Sika Aproko still subsists and is alive. And there is nothing that can deoxygenate that judgment outside of the order of a higher court.
So let me get it clear.
That higher order has not come.
Darlington, Nwauju. Now let me get this clear.
Yes, I'm with you.
That court ruling or judgment was basically saying that the Emeka Beke-led executive would see the end of their administration. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can you hear me? All right. All right. We do have unstable network. We'll go for a quick commercial. When we do come back, I will listen to his thoughts on that question I just asked, and if they're saying the court will interfere with whether the APC would hold its Congress, and if it does hold the Congress, how will that affect the political situation in Rivers State? Would it worsen it? Would it improve it? We'll get to find out. Do stay tuned. It's 4:28 p.m. and you're still listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. We are talking current political situation in Rivers State. Of course, you have been following all that has been happening. A federal high court withholding the funds of the state government. Before that, a group had gone to court asking the courts to withhold the funds of the 23 local government areas in Rivers State, and the state has continued in this political battle. I mean, yesterday there was a Thanksgiving by the Rivers State government talking about surviving the political battle in the last 1 year. So, yeah, we're looking at it. We're looking at how a possible November the 16th Congress in Rivers State for the APC would further impact. Is it a positive impact it will have? Is it a negative impact it will have? Now, I do have Darlington, Nwauju of the APC joining me to have the conversation. And he has been telling me that the Congresses may not hold, basically because Justice Aprioku had given a ruling, or is it a judgment, saying that, the Emeka Beke led APC executive would continue in its capacity as executive of the APC in Rivers State. Welcome back on the show, and it's good to have you, Darlington Nwauju.
Thank you, man of the people.
All right, so
I was trying to say, because of our time.
Okay. The seems very terrible today. All right. I wonder if you can hear me.
Hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yes, I was trying to explain that flowing from the fact that there is a subsisting order of court, there is a judgment. It came after 9 months litigation. All particulars by all that information. So 9 months that judgment came. Let's come to you and to your listener. You must be on 12th day of August. Justice we have which the same persons who fully but not Justice Aprioku. The same person who hand carried copies of that order of Justice Q of the Rivers State High Court to Abuja in order to prove a point that some ESCO members of the Emeka Beke-led executive were under suspension. And now the question is, how come to celebrate the order of Justice Q of the Rivers State High Court and now act disdainly and scornfully towards the order of Justice of the same Rivers State High Court? Why has Tony Okocha and his group of friends decided to cherry pick on the Constitution?
So can I come in now, Darlington Nwauju? Now, the question I want to ask
Please
is
do.
The question I want to ask is this. Now, there is the talk that political parties use these days, and it is that the courts cannot determine how a political party is run. I think there's a Supreme Court judgment to that effect. The political party will determine how a political party is run. Now, when they are,
let me help you.
Wait, I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere.
I know what you want to ask.
I'm coming. I'm going somewhere where there are, some illegalities. Of course, members of the political party can go to court, but when it comes to how the party is run, the party is left at its discretion, right? And now the APC at the national has said there will be congresses starting 16th November. Are you saying the party does not have the right to do so?
Canada, that was why it don't bother so that we'll go straight to the point. It has a constitution. In fact, why I wanted to jump in quick that the one of the matter involving Obobula and Igwe Aguma. Now, because I was caretaker chairman of the Omuma local government chapter of the APC. When I followed on it and I had all every matter in court has its own uniqueness. That matter for which the learned justices of the Supreme Court held that political parties were the only. Now, what was the land argument that came up from the to hijack the party? And he said, no, you do not have such a right to do so. On all chapters of our party with caretaker committees. And so the person said no, he felt his rights were violated, that he proceeded to court, challenged the actions of the party in court, and the court threw it away. And the instant case that we are talking about, River State chapter of the APC, these are duly elected executives of the party, elected on the 16th of October 20.
All right, Darlington, it seems your network is unstable. I do not know if you can hear me, but yeah, we find it difficult to keep the connection. With Nwauju, I the phone line saying get your reports. From the respective concerts will be held in November. As a matter of November, having a conversation. Because you're found in the APC, and he added that does happen in River State, challenging the leagues in River State. Introduced about that publicity. Now, if they get from you, what you think about the whole situation? I've got Chi from Chokpo. Chima, welcome. What question?
The what they're doing these days is on the staff.
Okay.
Because of money. You ask that man a question that what is Emeka Beke going to do in same Thanksgiving?
Oh, well, that's not my conversation actually, Chima. That was just a question in passing, right?
Okay, let me just say this. Let me just go straight to the point. See, what I have to say is that all these people motivating Sim to be fighting, saying all these things, they were there when Wike fought for Sim to become a governor. This same Wike shut down people's business. This same Wike shut down people's police station. This same Wike arrested people in this town. This Wike stepped it down for people to come governor. And today people are in this.
I wonder, Chim stance we're having. All right, you support the man. Moving on now. I've got Godspar from Rumudara. Godspar, welcome. What is on your mind? Please talk to me.
Good evening.
Greet you.
Yes, my name is Aye Godspar.
Godspar, welcome.
Yes, I just want to inform Darlington that in several occasions, the party that he claims to be a member, the APC, has always been dissolving and appointing members in that committee.
Okay.
Emeka Beke was dissolved by the appointment committee head to lead the party in the state. So he defied to speak for APC. He's just doing the bidding thing for.
When you say, Godspar, let's have it. When you say it's not defined, are you saying the court, State High Court does not hold that? What you're saying?
Party has supreme, been supreme,
okay.
and in several occasions, Darlington has emphasized that the party has always supreme. And I begin to wonder why party is not supreme now again. That on the High Court in River State, Chief Kocha was in his speech today because Sim has heeded to the West Council of the president.
Okay, Godspar, I'm not talking about the fact that does even BC impact the situation politically in the River State. Now let's meet JJ from Room. What is on your mind?
Canada, good to know.
Yeah, go straight to the welcome.
There is the true definition of madness when you want over and over and over. In 2019, this same people we're talking about right now, not producing candidates, not in any case 2019 on 12
Sure.
with Congress. It was that felt this was done. It wasn't like the whole thing was like a very bad judgment, but this was the same thing happened then. It's about the bill itself. By the time you get to another person that the court doesn't comment, and then you want to put down the court, it was actually the same. Let's digress a bit. The people, for instance, talked about continuing in the action. That every that were ESCO continue in your don't feel anything, accept that. Obey that because somebody like that who was distracted at that time were all removed because they see that these ones are the government. They were all kicked. Party was not supreme. Suddenly, when it comes to dinner, party is now supreme acting. But I think
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. I've got Susie from Lakaya. I'm sorry, I do go back again. But let's come back to you, Nwauju. Some the callers, some of them have said that parties. So I get something we also talked before the network cut off. What is the process of being an elected constituency?
Now, Kada, that was the wanted to talk about before the network gist.
Okay.
And now I heard the question, and it's good the person.
A similar thing happened in the morning, I guess. I can hear you. I wonder him.
Now, you clearly, something that called beware of knowledge about the war in APC constitution. That's what I clearly understand.
Okay, so tell us about it.
Number one, the reasons for which the party claimed they dissolved the status quo and other layers of the university was for anti-party activities. Now, before the court, people provide evidence to body. And you know that in our thoughts, when you start stations after you take this, you must surely be now clearly made mistakes. They are in breach of our very constitution. And I say again to them, of party, clear us step by step on how to claim a member of political party. 21 sub 1, 21 2, 21 3. If 20 use the disciplinary process proceed not only followed or is been unjustly. Now, these 3 steps in the disciplinary procedure spelled out by our own party. And so the party national, I don't listen to dissolve like the reverse. The court and the justice Singapore only FPC will stand our own constitution, but
it's one of those that's terrible. I mean, it's been bringing parts pockets in the country. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello.
I can hear you.
So I was clear on that working for you. So what consider? That I asked Antonio, but ask him to show the constitution of our. If he has a copy.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What if the Congress hold November 16? What didn't happen to that point? Will the American fact go back in?
But already themselves have a copy.
Okay.
And so you see the contradictions of a
but if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
I was asking, is there anywhere in the Constitution that says the neck of the party can? I was asking, is there anywhere in the Constitution that says the neck of the party can then dissolve any of the executives or the ESCOs of the APC, be that the national, the state, or even ESCOs of the APC, be that the national, the state, or even the local government levels?
Now, Canada is a fantastic justice. Article 13, sub 3 of our constitution, clearly the contrary to set a caretaker committee in place of any organ at all levels, and national convention, where in his opinion there is a compelling situation warranting such action in the overriding interest of the party. Now, Canada, when you read the constitution, whether Nigerian constitution or even the constitution of you need to understand that that's what is called combined. Now, if you look at this very last paragraph of the where this compelling situation. Now, the National Working Committee is that there is a compelling situation. And what is that? What was that compelling situation? That we engage in anti-party activities. Now, you cannot claim that there was any compelling situation towards the action net. Moreover, they never had to dissolve the state as of the we did.
And of course, we have been told that the NEC gave them Brexit to go ahead with the solution. So I wonder if that
is not correct. Now, let me tell you this. Yes, Mega Bike was part of the state chairman in Nigeria, part of the 36 state chairman plus the FCT chairman that adopted Alhaji Ganduje as chairman of her party. You recall that he was not elected through the convention. So it was the NEC that had powers to take such decisions. And one of the decisions of NEC